Time for another round of Trend or Talker. Here we go. Today's topic is Goldman Sachs, the latest victim of the financial meltdown. Here to weigh in, of course, Tori and Contessa Brewer. How is this for a scenario? Fearful of an uprising by a public outraged by billions of dollars in bonuses to be paid out this year to Goldman Sachs employees who are having a record year. Well, they're packing pistols in their briefcases. It hasn't happened yet, but a report from Bloomberg News saying senior executives at the mega firm have inquired about getting handgun permits. The New York Police Department confirmed this fact, but says it cannot identify these people by name. Are the Goldman execs really living in fear of violent revolt, Contessa?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
In New York City, do you know how hard it is to get a permit for a handgun?
Listen.
I mean, regular people with loonies on the loose, the bad guys coming after you. We can't defend ourselves with handguns because we can't get a permit.
Have you not been watching the news? They get all the money. They get the swine flu vaccine. They get the guns.
Fair.
All right, cool. Next, lavish holiday parties on Wall Street, legendary. But maybe not so much this year for Goldman Sachs, despite their extraordinarily profitable year. According to the Business Insider, Goldman Sachs employees have been explicitly banned, in fact, from any gathering that includes 12 or more Goldman Sachs employees in the same location. Apparently, the company thinks it would look bad if bankers were seen sipping champagne and living it up. While the economy remains on the rocks, they benefit from taxpayer largesse. Unemployment, la la la. You know the story. Will the ban win Goldman any sympathy? So the lack of parties, keep the money.
No, this is not going to win them sympathy. The Goldman name is already becoming mud. People associate it with greed. A 12-person party is not going to change that. They're still going to have champagne at these teeny little parties, right?
There's going to be parties all over the place.
Yeah,
one room next to the next.
Right. I don't understand the 12. How do you get to 12? Why not 13 or 11 or 20 or 10 or...
You know, baker's dozen.
No, that's 13.
That's 13. I don't know.
Seems arbitrary.
12 angry men.
So it's a jury? So we're being judged by Goldman now?
Yes, they're the jury.
They're not judging me. They're not my peers.
Finally, Dealbreaker.com, with no shortage of sarcasm, publishes an article entitled "The Poor, Tortured Life of Goldman Sachs." With mock sorrow, author Bess Levin says the firm is a ball of nerves. It can't enjoy its money because it never gets any credit for trying to do the right thing for America.
They're doing God's work, Dylan.
Are we wrong to call Goldman Sachs a perpetrator of the financial meltdown when they may actually be a victim?
Was that hard for you to say that with this face?
It was.
Look at that.
I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. I actually think they are a victim.
Of themselves.
Right.
But I do believe it's like they got involved in a system that they're very smart people, very capable people, very hardworking people, got involved in a system that allowed them to make a lot of money, and they were very good at it.
Yeah.
It just so happened that it was attached to a completely bankrupt set of banking laws that they were very good at being able to navigate better than anybody else, quite honestly.
By the way, it's not their fault just for playing.
Is it their fault that they're the best in the world?
Yeah.
And they're the best in the world at playing a game that was rigged.
The timing was wrong, though, perhaps.
I agree.
If they pulled off a little bit, then we might still...
That's how you know it's not a conspiracy. Because if a conspiracy would be, listen, don't make record numbers the year after we give you all the money. Don't do that. They did it. Windfall profits tax coming, if you ask me.